Hi, I'm Vanessa, a cleric with the ancient Hearth Sanctuary. We are a part of the Sanctuary of Pagan Paths of BC, Canada. My pronouns are she, her. Hail and welcome to our Sigrblot celebration. On behalf of the ancient Hearth Sanctuary, I would like to acknowledge that we are on the traditional and unceded territory of the Coast Salish peoples, and I would like to thank the Shunemu and the Mid-Island Métis on whose traditional lands we are able to continue serving the members of Ancient Hearth Sanctuary. Find a comfortable position, either sitting or standing, and close your eyes. Take several slow, deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Visualize strong tree roots growing up from the dark, rich earth. The roots climb and wrap themselves around your legs, reaching your knees. Feel the grounding nature of the roots, the connection to Mother Earth and the land spirits. Focus once again on your breathing. Now visualize a beam of soft white light radiating from the top of your head up to the heavens. Feel this soft, warm light envelop you with a feeling of peace and deep knowledge. This is your connection to the gods, goddesses, and ancestors. The grounding of the roots and the knowledge of the light combine at your center, anchoring you to the earth while opening yourself up to the energies and messages offered by the spirits attending this rite. When you're ready, take one final deep breath, open your eyes, and the celebration will begin. I light this candle as a symbol of the hearths of old from which we get our name, as a symbol of the sacred center, as a symbol of the spark of creation, as a symbol of the living spark which resides within us all and the returning light of spring. You may be wondering why this celebration is being held so late in the year. While I am an eclectic pagan, most of my practice revolves around Scandinavian practices. Contrary to popular belief and modern practices, the pre-Christian Scandinavian pagans did not hold celebrations on equinoxes and/or solstices. Rather, they used the phases of the moon to mark their holy days. The three major holidays celebrated by pre-Christian Scandinavians were Winter Nights, Yule, and Sigrblot. On the full moon, after the new moon, after the winter solstice, there was a sacrifice for a good crop, which was Yule. On the first day of winter, there was a sacrifice for a good year, which was called Winter Nights. This was held on the full moon closest to the equinox. Finally, we have Sigrblot, which is a celebration for victory on the full moon that marked the beginning of summer. While we cannot be 100% certain which specific full moon this was, it stands to reason it would have been 3 full moons after Yule, which is the date I have chosen for today's celebration. Freya, goddess of gold, inspire us today. Teach us to walk through our day with pride in our own being, with confidence, with power. Goddess of fiery passion, bless us with the insight to the marrow of our bones that we are people of worth in the eyes of the gods, the eyes of the ancestors, and of ourselves. May we radiate this and transform all we meet. That is my prayer for this sanctuary, O great and powerful goddess, that we may mirror your presence throughout our day. Hail Freya, shining goddess of gold, I praise you. We now make sacrifice to the gods of salt, bread, drink, and honey. The salt represents different things for each of us. For some, it represents the sweat earned from hard work. For others, it represents sacrifices made or the dried tears shed for the ones we have lost. The bread, I'm actually using granola, represents the sacrifice that the earth makes for us. A gift deserves a gift. The drink is a toast to the gods. We bless our drink and raise our horns to the ones who watch over us and guide us along the path of life. We do not bend a knee or grovel, but instead we drink with you, our gods. Hail the Aesir, the Vanir, and all the spirits of Midgard. Lastly, we have honey, a sacrifice of fertility back to Mother Earth, so she may bless us with a good harvest, and so no members of the sanctuary should ever go hungry. If honey is not readily available to you, a raw egg or any food that represents fertility to you would be appropriate. And after the rite is finished, these sacrifices are to be either buried in a garden that you have or out in nature, or they can be let loose in free-flowing water like a stream or river. We now share rounds of drinks with the heathen gods, our ancestors, and each other. If you're watching this video with a group, feel free to pause the video between rounds so all in attendance have a chance to offer their prayers and boasts. The first round is to the gods. Hail Odin for his guidance and never-ending thirst for knowledge. Hail Loki for his cunning, mischief, and source of constant change. Hail Freya for all forms of love and a determination to fight for what we want. The second round goes to the ancestors. Hail the ancestors, those of blood, those of choice, those of necessity. And finally, we have a round of boasts. I asked the members of the sanctuary to post anything that they wanted to boast about that they've achieved this year. Annie has returned to work after dealing with several health issues, and she's enjoying herself. Hail Annie. Anne-Marie has started learning to play the harp while learning to read music at the same time. No small feat. Hail Anne-Marie. I want to add a hail to all the members of the sanctuary, especially my fellow clerics, Terry and Roxy, for keeping the sanctuary going during these interesting times. Hopefully the next celebration, if not the one after, we can start celebrating in person if things continue to improve. Hail the sanctuary. Find a comfortable position, either sitting or standing, and close your eyes. Take several slow, deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Visualize the tree roots unwrapping themselves from your legs and retreating back into the earth, leaving behind whatever grounding you may need. Now visualize the light retreating from the top of your head back up into the heavens, leaving behind any messages you received during the rite. When you're ready, take one final deep breath and open your eyes. The rite is ended. Go in frith.